Edgar and Ashley got married early. He had just come out of the army, and she wanted to get married as soon as possible. In order to provide for his family, Edgar got a job in security. There was no time to study, so he could not expect his financial situation to improve in the near future. In the meantime, Ashley managed to be promoted from salesperson to store manager. The woman began to get a higher salary than her husband. Her mother kept telling her that a man should provide for a woman, and a woman should stay at home, and under these conditions, love gradually began to turn into something else. Ashley began to express her dissatisfaction to her husband. She often told him that he was a loser who didn't want anything in life. Edgar gave almost all of his salary to his wife for housekeeping. When he decided to get additional education in the security field in order to earn more in the future, Ashley became very angry and told him that she had no money for his whims, and in general, she was tired of him always sitting on her neck. Edgar borrowed some from friends and saved a little, so finally he still collected the money he needed. When he received the coveted certificate of training, Edgar got a new job that paid almost twice as much. But even this income Ashley was not enough. She was not happy about the success of her husband and continued not to try to support him. At his new workplace, Edgar began to receive attention from a woman named Nancy. She worked as a manager and was several years older than Edgar. From time to time, she treated him to homemade buns or pies and often said kind words. The man inside him began to awaken, and he remembered that he had had goals and plans before, and then his wife somehow quietly convinced him that he was a loser. Edgar suddenly wanted to become successful and prove to his wife that he was not who she perceived him to be, and he began actively moving toward his goal. Eventually, Edgar decided to open his own security agency. His wife was not enthusiastic about the idea and kept telling him that he would never succeed and that it was better to stay with the job he had recently found. Nancy, on the contrary, said that the idea was a good one, and Edgar would definitely achieve what he had planned if he continued to pursue his goal. And Edgar believed in himself. When the company began to bring in substantial profits, his wife began to show him more affection, but he no longer needed her deceitful support. Edgar left home and filed for divorce, and with Nancy, his relationship gradually moved to another level, and soon they became husband and wife.